Wolves fans have now resorted to putting banners outside of Molineux in protest to the season ticket price hikes. Can you believe it's got to this? So as you know, last Thursday, Wolves season ticket holders received emails about the season ticket increases. 17.6% was the minimum rise, which for people like me, but then it come out about the under 14s, 133% rise, old age pensioners, 20%, disabled doubled in prices for the disabled, and there was a huge backlash. Obviously, the email was bizarre, as we've already spoke about him saying, if you want European qualification and trophies, maybe Wolves is not for you, which was made fans so angry that Jeff said that. I'm part of the Wolves 77 Club podcast, and a guy called Kieran Nui of the Old Gold Pack got 7 fan groups together and made a joint statement and started a petition in a protest against it. At time of recording, it's over 13,000 signatures. On Monday, I believe it was, when he was at 11,000, we put up a letter, emailed it to Jeff Shi, Russell Jones and people in the club, and they just ignored it. We've had no response from the petitions. It picked up media coverage. BBC WM, even Talk Sport spoke about it. BBC have done articles. So it's got national coverage. And every time those broadcasters tried to get hold of Jeff for comment, he just didn't reply. No one in the club would reply or give a statement to those broadcasters, and they're burying their head in the sand and hoping it would go away. But every day the backlash has got worse and worse and worse. We were waiting for a response, and I didn't think we was going to get one. It's been going, and then on Friday, an FAQ come out, a little crappy response from Wolves. They basically doubled down on all the points that had already been made of why they've done it. It kept going about benchmarking towards other clubs, and there was one bizarre bit in there, which I'll just get up now, is where they said, when we were benchmarking against other clubs, they charge different prices in terms of view in each stand, and they said Wolves don't do this, but they do. In the Billy Wright Upper, you have to pay more to be in the Billy Wright Centre than on the wings in the Billy Wright Upper, so that was just a lie. I don't know what that was all about. And when you're talking about benchmarking towards other clubs, they're like trying to get us to pay top 6 prices. Yes, we got into Europe under Nuno, but every year we fall away because they don't back the manager. They're relying on kids, our small squad. Jeff lies to the managers. It's happened under the last 3 managers now, where he's promised signings. And in January, when Gary O'Neill was trying to get a new striker in, they couldn't finalise the Broha deal because he was out of the country. He was in China. They couldn't get hold of him to do the deal. So we ended up not signing the striker, and as we know, we ended up falling away. So I don't believe in that argument. And obviously the area, the Wolves community, it's a working class area. There's a lot of unemployment, cost of living crisis, inflation. They ain't got a clue, man. They're just not reading the room, and they're alienating the Wolves fan base. They said in the email that they care about Wolves fans, season ticket holders, they're the heartbeat of the club, but they clearly don't. They don't give a shit. One thing they did backtrack on was they were going to do, in the original email that Wolves season ticket holders got, they were going to make the North Bank bar a premium area, so you had to pay extra to get into the North Bank bar. So if you don't know, if you're a season ticket holder, in years gone by, you can go in to the North Bank bar before and after games. I go in, it's decent. But they have backtracked on that and said they're going to keep it as it is. So there has been a little bit of a victory, but not enough. And it's getting to the point now where there is going to be protests. There's going to be protests. I'm in a WhatsApp group with the other 6 groups that made the petition. They've got the 13,000 signatures, and there's a start with the banners outside the stadium. I think there's going to be a physical protest at Molineux within the next week, because they're not going to budge on this, and there's no coming back for Jeff now, I don't think. I think Fosun have either got to sell up or at least replace Jeff Shi with someone else, because the bloke's lost the plot. The replies he's been giving in his emails, particularly to the one he did to Manny Singh, I'm sure you've seen it online, where Manny emailed him about people talking to him about their mental health and how they're struggling to pay, and it's going to ruin their livelihood, really. And he just replied saying, hope the team make you feel better next season. Don't be sad, mate. Cheers, Jeff. He must have no one around him telling him not to do this, because some of his replies to these emails, I don't know if all of them have been real online, but the ones I've seen, his replies have been ridiculous. It's like they just don't care. It's just like, yeah, pay it or don't. We don't care about you. We're a business. We want to make profits. Take it, leave it. It's such a shame because the first few years Fosun were brilliant. They give us that European journey, got us promoted. Some of the Mendes players we got in was lucky, but it's all falling apart. Jeff Shi was the hero, but if you stay long enough, you become the villain, and that's what's happening. Please reconsider Jeff, because this is getting out a joke. It's getting out of hand. Please comment your thoughts down below, and yeah, hopefully this can sort itself out sooner rather than later, because it's becoming a mess.